All right, let's get straight to it. Tonight's U.S. session is a massive test for semiconductor demand. The signal has been sent from Asia, and now it all comes down to Micron's price acceptance.
Now, what you're seeing here isn't just some simple rally. Don't be fooled. This is a high compression environment. It's a massive institutional buy-in colliding head-on with rising short interest, a battleground.
And this number, the headline KOSPI number, it's noise. The real signal, the alpha we're hunting, is buried in where the capital actually went. So how do we find it? We ignore the index, we follow the smart money. And today, the smart money placed a very specific, highly concentrated 3.1 trillion Korean won bet. And what's really incredible is the precision of this capital flow. This wasn't a broad market buy. It was a surgical strike, aimed directly at the electrical and electronic sector. This is a high-conviction bet on sustained AI hardware demand, zeroing in on high-bandwidth memory, HBM, that critical tech from Samsung and SK Hynix that powers the entire AI ecosystem. Let's be clear, this was not a retail frenzy. This was a coordinated institutional move. Domestic players flooded in with 3.1 trillion won, and foreign capital followed right behind with another 1.2 trillion. They basically turned the SEOUL market into a pre-market proxy for U.S. tech. And that brings us to the core conflict. This surge isn't some peaceful upward trend. No, it is a violent battle for price discovery. You have to understand this law of the market. When you see a massive price surge happening at the exact same time as short volume is climbing, it means a war is being fought over a new price level. Bulls and bears are in a state of absolute, extreme disagreement. And the pressure point here is a forced capital realignment. It's being fueled by 2.17 trillion KRW in total short selling turnover. This is what the collision looks like. You've got traders being forced to cover their shorts, while new speculative shorts are jumping in at the top. It's chaos. So here's the bottom line. You have institutional money flooding the AI supply chain, screaming bull. At the same time, you have rising short interest, screaming bear. That conflict has to be resolved, and the referee is the U.S. market open. Okay, so now we translate this Asian signal into a U.S. tactical plan. This is where the analysis becomes actionable. You see, the rally in Samsung and SK Hynix wasn't just some local event. It was a forward-looking bet that requires absolute, unequivocal validation from the U.S. session. The signal has been sent. The question is, who was listening? This is the only question that matters for tonight's session. It's that simple. Will U.S. traders accept these higher prices and build on them? Or are they going to reject them and turn this whole Korean rally into a giant trap? Micron's earnings report tonight is the judge, jury, and executioner. It is the North Star for this entire trade. Its guidance on memory demand will either validate that 3.1 trillion won capital flow as a genius front run or expose it as a catastrophic liquidity trap. The analysis is complete. Now we shift to the execution framework. Remember the core principle. We do not trade the headline. We trade the supply chain. The price levels define the trade, not the news reports. Watch these NASDAQ 100 levels. Entry above resistance at 24,728 confirms the Asian signal is accepted. Exit below support at 24,500 rejects the signal. Invalidate the plan if we get stuck in the chop. Remember, cash is a position. Execute for both scenarios. If the NASDAQ holds above 24,728, the bull case is activated. Expect a secondary rally in U.S. chipmakers. But if it fails to hold 24,500, the entire KOSPI surge is invalidated as a false breakout. The bear case takes control. Final check. Prepare your terminal. Keep these assets on your screen. Micron is the primary catalyst, Nvidia is the secondary momentum signal, and the SOXX ETF gives us that broader sector validation. Do not chase the open. I repeat, do not chase the open. Wait. Let the market prove the Asian rally is real, with volume in the first 30 minutes. We need to see price acceptance confirmed. Log the result at 0630 EST. No exceptions. That's the discipline required. If you want this kind of pre-market analysis, linking the Asia close to the New York Open every single day, make sure you subscribe. Be here.